So again, very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Oliveboard. And I hope I'm audible as well as visible. So let's start with today's session. Now, first of all, before I start, I know the setting is a little weird today, a little out of place, because I'm kind of conducting a little setup today. But again, I hope everybody can see. I'm using a device myself only to check whether you guys can see it, see the screen properly and everything. So just a few tweaks I have to make to ensure that you guys can see my video, audio, everything is okay, like for everybody to view. ठीक है? चलो, if you guys feel something is out of place, please do let me know. Panmay, very good evening, and to everyone, very good evening. Okay, so next week onwards, so this is some work has been going on in the studio, so that's the reason some temporary setup for 1 week only. Chalo, without further delay, let's start with our session. So this is the live mock analysis for the last week's CGL mock. Now, first of all, before I start, how was the mock? Was it good? Was it good? I hope this was good. This week's mock, it was standard, quite the setting that we are expecting, quite the setting, quite the level that we are expecting. Okay, so this is the first question. Let's try and solve this, everybody. A shopkeeper gives three consecutive discounts of 10%, 15%, and 15%, after which he sells good at a percentage profit of 30.05 on the CP. Okay, if even if this per line is not given on the CP, that also means it will be sold on CP itself. Find the value of the percentage profit that the shopkeeper would have earned if he had given discounts of this much. Now, please understand there is a trick here. If you just by looking at this particular three values, if you start doing or solving the question, what is the net discount, then you are stuck. It will be a very lengthy question. It will become a very lengthy affair after all. It will become a very lengthy affair. So how or like in what way you can kind of make it shorter? Sir, please understand, if you look at this particular question a little closely, you see 10%, 15%, and the second percentage or second case, the same percentage discounts, 10% as well as 15%. So that means these two things have not changed. This 10%, 15%. Ultimately, these two are dummy data that like what we call. So actually this 10%, 15% that has nothing to do with this question. And this is something you have to recognize. This is something that you have to recognize. This is a beautiful question. Just to understand what dummy data is. Now, if you can understand this, so please understand if they are saying 30% or 30 odd percent is the profit, that means CP/SP ratio is, sir, if 100 rupees is my CP, my SP is going to be 130.05 rupees, right? Yes, Panmay, that is exactly where you will get stuck, because everything is, the only difference is this last 15%. In the first case there is an extra discount of 15%. In the second case that extra 15% discount is not there. That is the only difference in these two cases, you see, nothing. So if I take this first two discounts, it is the net discount is nothing but X%. Just for understanding, we won't need it. Second case is nothing but this X%. So in first case, there is a X% discount. Also, there is a 15% discount. And in the second case, there is only that X% discount, nothing else. So, and after this X%, there is this extra 15% discount. After all this, I am making this 30.05% profit. Meaning this 130, just use the modular method that I have given you. So meaning after 15% discount, after my 15% discount, what will be my SP? So if my MP was 100 rupees, my SP will become 85 rupees. That means this 130.05, that represents, that is my SP na. So that represents my SP. I need my MP. I need my MP, that is 100. Because you please understand, this MP is what? This MP is the MP what, like, which I'll get after I've given X% discount. And that is actually my MP, or that is actually the price at which I'll sell if I only allow these two discounts, if I don't allow the third discount. So this is just my answer, or this is what will lead me to my answer. Only this one line of calculation. Just do the calculations, sir. So by 100, so just 100 cancels. 5 17s are this. 5 26 at 130, 0 1. So this is 2601 is 51 square for those who actually knows this. So 17 threes are 51. So 51 into 3 is 153. So this is 153%. So meaning, what will be the profit earned? Sir, 153% is the total SP. So profit earned will be definitely option 1, that is 53%. It is one liner only, ki sir, the answer to my question will be 53%. You don't need to go through all those. You do not need to go through all those hustle. Just this much is like good enough. This much is good enough. So it was a like beautiful question to start off our like analysis. Very good question to start the mock. Next question, I hope this is clear. Next question is very standard, very easy, very popular. So it's a very simple question of complementary angle, right? Complementary angle. So sine square this and sine squares, I can convert this. So sine square this, I can write cos square. So you see 57.37 and 32.63, sum is 90. So I can write this as cos square 57.37. So sine square and cos square cancels, so total becomes 1. This total thing becomes 1. Cot into sec. Cot means cos by sine. Cos and sec becomes 1. So 1 by sine remains, that means it becomes cosec 1 by sine mean. Cosec square 6543. And sir, you see tan 2457, which is complementary angle of 6543. Meaning tan, instead of tan I can write cot. So 6543. So again, sir, you see that also becomes 1. Because we know like cosec square minus cot square is 1. So the answer is very definitely 2. The answer is very definitely option number D, that is 2. This was a very standard, very normal question. Option number D, that is 2. Very simple question, right? Next one, sir. Again moving on. Again moving on to the next question. Again moving on to our next question, sir. Very simple. Chalo. Next one. Read the question. A cone of radius capital R is melted and recasted. Sir, melted and recasted means, I told you multiple times, that means volume is same. Melted and recasted meaning volume same. Sir. That is the meaning. Sir, into two hemisphere again, sir. Two hemisphere, and we are talking about volume. Volume of two hemisphere meaning, sir, read it like this. Two hemisphere means one sphere. So it is melted and recasted into one sphere and another sphere, meaning two spheres. So one cone melted and recasted into two spheres. Read it, read between the, learn how to read between the lines. That is the only way to save time. So one cone, what is the like formula for figuring out the volume? 1/3 pi. Again, I told you, when both the formula or both the like structures or figures are having pi in the volume, then don't put value of pi, because pi will cancel. So pi, r square into h. R is capital R into h. Sir, height of the cone is also r. So h means also r. That is equal to so again, two hemisphere means one sphere and one sphere, meaning two spheres. 2 into sphere volume 4/3 pi r cube, meaning, sir, small r cube, because it is given. So done. 1/3 gone, pi gone. So r cube, this is capital R cube, that is equal to 8. 4 2s are 8, small r cube. That means capital R is equal to 2 small r. So that's the rule. Hai kya? So small r is equal to capital R by 2. So that's my answer, option B. That has to be my answer. That is option number B. That is option number 2, sir. Very simple once again. Moving on, sir, to the next one. Question number 4. Alpha beta, sir. Quadratic equation. Again, it's not difficult. Again, please understand, whenever you see these questions, it's always better because I can figure out alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Alpha plus beta, sir, minus b by a. Minus b by a means 3, alpha beta is 2. They are asking us to find 1 by alpha cube plus 1 by beta cube. You see, you can do two things here. First, you can say, sir, this is, we can simply do alpha cube plus beta cube by alpha beta whole cube, the LCM if I do. And we can put a cube plus b cube formula. But here there is a trick. There is a trick that is up my sleeve. Here now, just by looking at these values, as the values are very simple, I can simply say, I can look at this and say alpha and beta is 2 and 1. Because you see 2 into 1 gives you 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. Now this can interchange. Alpha can become 1, beta can be 2. That can happen. But again, both are same. Both are actually same, right? Both are not different. Both are not different. Read the equation again. One sphere. Panmay, again I'll explain. I'll go back. Just let me complete this, brother. I'll go back. Brother, don't worry. So again, if you can figure this out, not every time you will be able to do this. If you can't do this, then this is the only way to proceed. But again, if you can do this in this question, then definitely I'll put this. So you say 1 by 2 cube, that is 1 by 8, and 1 by 1 cube is 1. So my answer is 9 by 8. Dekho, the calculation became so simple. Option C is the answer. Option C is the answer. Correct, sir? Panmay, again, I'm just going back for 1 second. Panmay, you see, you like what I said. Two hemispheres, brother, that means volume. As we are equating volume, two hemispheres means one sphere, no, brother? Two hemisphere means what? Brother, you tell me. Two half spheres. If we add, that's one sphere. And also one sphere, meaning plus one sphere. So how many spheres we are getting? Tell me, brother. Tell me, Panmay. Tell me. You tell me. How many spheres then? One sphere and one sphere. That means how many spheres? How many spheres? Panmay? How many spheres? You got my point. Why I have written two spheres? Why have I written two spheres actually? Yes? Perfect? And no worries, no worries. It's absolutely okay. It is absolutely okay. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Done this one. Next one. Sir. Acha, this question technically a cube plus b cube plus c cube equal to 3abc. C cube is equal to 3abc. If this happens, there are two conclusions actually. The most common conclusion is a plus b plus c is 0. So if you do that, that means you can say this is a 2x minus 3 plus b is what, sir? 3x plus 1. C is what, sir? 5x minus 2. That should be 0. So if you add 5, 3, 8 plus, sir, 10x. So minus 2 minus 3 minus 5 plus 1 minus 4. That is 0. So x becomes 4 by 10. That means 2 by 5. 2 by 5, option C is the answer. This is the answer over here. But again, this is not the only answer. This is technically a little incorrect. In my batches, if you have done my batches, you'll know in foundation batches, I told you this is not the only conclusion. This is only one of the conclusions. The other conclusion I've derived, I've shown you the proof as well. The other conclusion is A equal to B equal to C. That's also another conclusion. So if you draw that conclusion from here, you will get 2x minus 3 is equal to 3x plus 1 is equal to 5x minus 2. And you will get other values of x from there. You can get some other value of x from there. Okay. For example, if you take the first two, we are getting x equal to minus 4. Some other value you might get. So again, those are different conclusions. So again, please do remember this new pattern, and they might just ask you something from this. Maybe something they've asked, you are applying this and you are not getting answer. The answer might come from this other conclusion. So keep this in mind. Okay, please keep this in mind. That is the second conclusion. That is the second conclusion, everyone. Okay. Next one, again, this was one of the questions, one of the types. This is actually a PYQ. This is not like a type that I have done like exclusively. This is one of the PYQs. This type has already been asked in CGL. Sir, I told you a square minus, so it's all about knowing where to put the brackets. So there is another way of thinking, but again, this is the better way. So it is a square minus b square. Because a square minus b square, you can write this as a plus b into a minus b. Next one, sir, a plus b into a minus b. And it will go on. So last, sir, it will be a plus b into a minus b. And you see, you can get rid of these things. Why? Because all these are 1. Minus parts are all 1. So these things will remain. I'm not asking you to like add. Just keep it like this and just open up the brackets. So this is 78 plus 77. And you can go on. And last it will be, sir, 2 plus 1. And if you look at this, you look at this from this end. It is sum of the natural numbers from 1 to 80. And the formula to get the sum of all the natural numbers, it is n into n plus 1 by 2. So it will be 1, like n is 80, sir. There are like last term is 80. So 80 into 81 by 2. So that is 40, sir. So 81 times 40. So somewhere around that 3200 mark. So 3200 mark, there is only one option. So that has to be my answer. That has to be my answer. There is no other option. There is absolutely no other option, no other possibilities. Perfect, sir. Moving on. Moving on, sir. Again, CGL 2022, PYQ from there. Similar type, not exact PYQ, but again similar type. Sir, this is a cube plus b cube. You can write this as a plus b into a square plus ab plus b square. And multiply this. This will become 18 times a is like 15 square plus 3 square plus 3k. 18 and you see this is 18 cancels. Then this and this are equal. 15 square cancels. 3 square cancels. 3k equal to 15. So 3 cancels. K is 15. Done. Done, sir. Option A. Done. Perfect, sir. It is done, sir. Sir, it is not. एक second have sir there is a mistake. It will be minus 15. It will be minus 15, sir. A plus b, a cube plus, so this formula is sir a square minus ab plus b square na sir. Minus की जगह I put my plus. My mistake. It is minus ab. It is minus ab. Extremely sorry. देखो गड़बड़ कर दिया था. I had a minus, like I have done the negative marking. Negative marking to me. Okay. So next one, sir. Next one, sir. 58th. Very simple question. Chalo. Next one. I hope everything is getting clear. Everything is getting clear, I hope. चलो थोड़ा बैठने का दिक्कत है इधर. Just a second, sir. Because it's not my usual setup, na. So that's why it's a little uncomfortable and stuff. ठीक है, just give me a minute. चलो, sir. But again, I hope you guys are understanding the stuff. That's very important. Chalo. Ram purchased a flat of rupees 1 lakh. Okay, Ram, 1 lakh rupees. 100,000, sir. And Prem purchased 1,10,000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess, right? 1,10,000. Now, annual rates, the price and the plot increased by 10% and 5% respectively. Achha. Achha, and they exchange the property after 2 years. Sir, in 2 years, Ram's flat, 10% means, sir, in 2 years it will be 21% increment, because we know, like, if you are preparing, and if you are a serious candidate, by now, after this much preparation, you should know, sir, 10% 2 years compounding, it should be 21%. The net increment will be, sir, 21%, right, sir? It will be, sir, 21%. Perfect. Now, if that is the case, if that exactly is the case, that means 21% means this value will become 121,000, sir. 1,21,000. So meaning the plot that Ram had purchased, this is the value. And sir, what will be the value of the plot that Prem has purchased? Sir, 5%, 2 years. Sir, again, the value becomes 10, the increment is 10.25%. You can use AB theorem to figure out. But me, not exactly. I don't think so. But again, but me, let me analyze all the things, all the 25 questions. I'll talk about a few things. Stay till the end. I will talk about a few things, because I feel it is time we discuss a little strategy, because you see the new pattern kind of requires us, or kind of it demands from us a little shift in our strategy. If still you are going for the, like, with the same old strategy that was working in the old pattern, you see the syllabus has not changed, the difficulty level also has not changed, the weightage and the number of difficult questions that is getting asked, those things have changed, right? So that requires a little shift in our strategy, our point of view as well. So stay till the end. I'll discuss after all these 25 questions are done. I will discuss a few things, few topics, like few things with you guys, so that we can also have a, like, you can also have a clear cut understanding of what I'm trying to at least talk about. ठीक है? चलो sir. So 10.25% increment. So what will that value become, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4 into, sir, 10.25. 10.25. 100, and get rid of this. So 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the value will become, sir, 1 and 5, you write 5 plus 2, 7, 2 plus 0, 2, 0 plus 1 is 1. So 11,000 and this much increment. So on 1 lakh, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 7, 2, 1, 2, 1. Sir, 1, 2, 1, 2, 7, 5. That means, you see, the difference is what? Ram needs, if now they exchange the property, Ram needs to pay how much? Ram needs to pay, you see, 275 rupees is extra. 275 rupees to Prem. So Ram will pay 275 rupees to Prem. That is option number 1, or option number A. That is my correct answer. Done. A little calculative, definitely. A little calculative. Okay. Next one, sir. 59th. Now, a company, certain number of employees, one number employees 60. Sir, this C is a little calculative. Why? Let me see. When 2 employees are getting added, now, there are shortcuts. I'm not saying there are no shortcuts, but again, using those shortcuts, more often than not, that will land you in trouble than that will land you in kind of in a better situation. Most of the time, you will see you are getting into trouble rather than getting into a safe place, or safer place, I should say. Okay? So in this situation, I always prefer, like, as an aspirant also, I always preferred go with equation, simple equation, because as equation solving was a better, like, situation in that case. Either that is one option, or if you are good enough, or if your instincts are good enough, you can start chasing options as well. But again, in that, if you can do that only if your calculations are very good. Okay? Chalo. One employee, 66 kg was added. Let's say there are n number of employees. There are n employees, and sir, average is x kgs. Average of employees is x kg. Sir, one employee, one employee of 66 kg was added. Okay, one employee was added, so n number of employees, so number of employees is this plus 1. Okay, n plus 1, and average, just a second, just a second. ये तो बड़ा हो जाएगा ना, it will be a little bigger, you see. Average is getting increased by 1, so it will become the average, correct? So this into average is the x plus 1. This is what will be the average. This is what is going to be the average. चलो अच्छा कर ही लेते हैं सर चलो let's do that, let us do that only. ठीक है. So what I'm doing, so total weight in the beginning, before any employee were added, that was n into x, because n employees, average weight was x. Now one employee was added, now the number of employees is n plus 1, and everybody's average weight has increased by 1 kg. So this is the total weight. Now what is the total weight? Initially the total weight was nx plus, now one employee of 66 kg has been added. So this is the equation. Now if you calculate, multiply, sir, nx will cancel. So it will be n into 1 plus x into 1 plus 1 into 1 is 1. That is equal to 66. And from there you can write n plus x is 65. It will be big no matter what I do. It will be a little bigger. It will be a little bigger. Acha, next, sir. If one more employee of this much weight has been added, chalo kadi lete sir. So now total weight, sir, nx plus 66 was there plus 62.4 kg. Okay. Now what is happening? The average weight increases 1.2 over the original average. Original average was x. So now the number of employees n plus 2 into original average x plus 1.2. So if you do calculate and like you do stuff, so this is 66 plus 62.4, and it will become, sir, 2x plus 1.2n plus 2.4, I guess. 2.4. So it is getting a little tricky. So from there you can, or we can say 2x plus 1.2n. This will become 2.4 cancels. So that is 60, 126. So this is two unknown, two equations. And from there you can calculate and get the value. From there we can calculate and get the value, but again it will be a little on the lengthier side. कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Let's calculate, sir, multiply by 2. Sir, that is 2x, 2n plus 2x. That is equal to 130. If you calculate, sir, x cancels. So 1.2, so this is a 0.8n with a negative sign, that is minus 4. Minus cancels, n equal to. So 8n by this, so that is like 4 by, sir, 0.8. That is 5, sir. N is 5, and from this equation, x will be 60. X is 60. Original average, x is 60, sir. So original average, the answer for this question will be B60. So that this becomes a little lengthy. This process also becomes a little lengthy. But again, this is the safest way to go. Now again, another way was to go by the option. 62 you can check, then again you can check with 60. Again, sir, 62 will not be an answer. Why? Please understand. Why? Because when we are adding a employee with 62.4, then also the average weight is increasing. That means the weight of that employees, or the average weight, must be a significantly less than 60. 62.4. So 62 is too close, it cannot be the answer. So all the other three can be the answer. So with that like instinct in mind, you can start checking, and like then definitely you will start with 60. But again, 58 and 57 can be the answer. You have to have a greater calculation speed. So that is why I'm saying no very good method is there other than very lengthy ones, like for this type of questions. Okay, chalo. Next one, sir. Chalo. We have taken a lot of time for this. चलो इसको करते हैं. The angle of elevation of a pole from the foot of the trees. अच्छा चलो. Foot of two trees is this. अच्छा. Foot of two trees of a pole. अच्छा. Opposite side of the pole meaning sir like this. This is the pole. Sir, this is 45-degree one, and this is, acha, I should not write this. This is 60-degree. This is 60-degree, sir, and let's take this is 45-degree. The distance between them is 150 meters. The height of the pole. This height they are asking. Okay? Now, chalo. Sir, if this is 45, that means whatever is this distance. So if this is 1 unit, then this is also 1 unit. Now again 60 opposite, this is root 3 units, and this is 1 unit. Now again, please understand, these two must be equal. Again, if there is 45-degree, that's the best situation. Why? Because if this I take as root 3, then this is also root 3. Please understand this, because both are equal. 45 means it's an isosceles triangle. That means this whole distance between these two trees is root 3 here and 1 here, meaning root 3 plus 1 units is equal to 150 meters. So 1 unit is equal to 150 by root 3 plus 1 meters. So I need the height meaning root 3 units. So root 3 units will be 150 by root 3 plus 1 into root 3, sir. Sir, if you calculate this 150 root 3, and this is going to be root 3 minus 1, and this is going to be, like, if you do the rationalization, it will be 2, sir. You see, like root 3 minus 1, if you do, so this is 75. This is going to be 75, and if you calculate, this is 3 minus root 3. 75, or rather, this they have given this as the answer itself. They have not done the calculation. So again, I'll mark this as my answer. I will mark the answer as it is. I will mark my answer as it is. I'll not do the calculation. Next one, sir. Next one, sir. Next one, statistics. Again, one of those topics where the weightage has gone up significantly, sir. Where the weightage has gone up significantly, sir. Right? So we have to, you guys have to be very, very, very careful while dealing with statistics. Standard deviation, coefficient of variation. It's all have to do with whether you know the coefficient of variation, like what is coefficient of variation. If you know this, this is a 10-seconder. If you don't know, you don't know. Sir, coefficient of variation is what? Sir, SD by mean into 100%, that is coefficient of variation. That is your coefficient of variation, right? Every value they have given except for mean, asking mean. So mean, I don't know. Chalo, standard deviation is what? Standard deviation is 2.4. Mean, I don't know. I'll figure out. Into 100 equal to coefficient of variation is given 51.2. So that means they are asking mean is, so 240 by 51.2, 4 point something. Array, calculation. Kar lo calculation, sir. 2400 by this. 512 2400. Chalo. 4 say, sir. 500 and this, sir. 500. 2000. 2048, right? 2048 meaning 352. 352. 4.656. Sir, 4.69, because 0.6 there is only one option. So this has to be my answer. This has to be my answer. Option number C. You see, there is no other possibility. There is absolutely no other possibility. Perfect. Next one, sir. Equation of sphere radius this. Again, I'll not do calculations because I know x minus 1 whole square plus y minus of minus 2 meaning plus 2 whole square plus z minus 3 whole square. I'll not do equal to 49, 7 square. So whenever I calculate, you see, everything depends on this xy terms. So this will be minus 2x. This has to be plus 4y. This has to be minus 6z. Always remember, answer will lie here. Just check this in the options. These parts. Minus 2x minus 4y. This cannot be. Minus 2x minus 4y. Minus 2x plus 4y. This one is the answer. Plus 4y. This is not. Sir, option C is the answer. You see, just check. Just check minus plus. Whether the minus plus is correct or not. If this is correct, chalo, that's my answer. Chalo, that's my answer. You are getting my point. This is how simple it is. Next one, sir. Next one, sir. Jeenath and Parul. Sir, can complete. Chalo. Jeenath, Parul. So that is 1 by 48, 1 by time ratio, 1 by 36. And Parul and Mugdha. That is, this is 45 by 2, meaning, sir, opposite is 2 by 45. Calculate, na, sir. So this will be, if you calculate this, sir, 3 say 15, 12, 16. Correct. So it will be, sir, 16 and 12. 16 and 12, how much, sir? 48. 48 times 15 means 5 has to be there, right? This is what it is. This is what it is, sir. So that means 240. Multiply this by 240, sir. Multiply this by 240. Sorry. So multiply this by 240. So you will get 16 into 15. Correct. 16 times 15 is 240. And 12 times 20 is 240. And 15 times how much? 240. 15 times 16, right? अरे ये तो हाँ बिल्कुल 16. 15 times 16 is 240. 16. एक second. 32 then. ठीक. 32. Now that means Mugdha's efficiency. This is Parul plus Mugdha. So out of that, Parul is itself 20. So Mugdha will be 12. Now always wage gets distributed if all of them has worked for the same amount of time. Wage always gets distributed according to the efficiency. So they will get distributed, and this 9,400 rupees will always get distributed in that ratio. Difference between Jeenath and Mugdha. Jeenath 15, Mugdha 12, meaning 3 out of total, sir. That is 15 and, sir, 32, because 32 has both. So 15 and 32 means 47. So 47, 200s of this. So 600 is the answer. Sir, option A. Option A, 600 will be the answer. Khatam, sir. Done. Next one. A plus B 45, sir. This is 2, sir. Again, multiple times. I've shown you the proof as well. Ki, sir, take tan to both the sides, you will end up with this. Just take tan, because tan A plus tan B, and right hand side will be 1, and 1, the denominator 1 minus tan A tan B, you take it to right hand side, you'll end up getting this. So this is equal to 2x equal to 2, because right hand side is this. So x is 1. So that is option A. Again, no need to solve. No need to solve this. Correct? Moving on, sir. Moving on, sir. Sir, again, two candidates, 80% cast their vote, winner secured 65%. Total number of voters, how many voters did the loser secure? So 60% valid votes, winner, 35% loser. Loser got 35%. So my answer has to be a multiple of 35. 5, every option is a multiple of 5. So 7 multiple also check na. So this is not divisible by 7. 30, 21, 37, 35, not a multiple of 7. So this is a multiple of 7, sir. 98 is 49 2, sir. So this is a multiple of 7. This can be the answer. Let's check this. 21, 16, 2, no, sir. Sir, this is my answer. Sir, we don't need to do. We don't need to do. Option C is the answer without even doing anything. Without even doing anything, option C is my correct answer. Just by checking like the multiple concept. Next one, sir. A and B are in this ratio. Marks obtained by A and B, sir, it is 5:6. C and B, C ratio B, 1:3. So that means B and B both are here. Sir, it's very simple. Sir, B is this, so multiply this by 2 na. So that means this becomes 6, this becomes 6, this becomes 2, so this becomes 2. We can write this directly, no need to write anything. Now it is D. Acha, first things first, hata do sir, I don't need it, just get rid of this stuff. Now D is thrice that obtained by A, B and C together. D is thrice of total marks. Bapre, D is a brilliant student. So A, B and C together, 5 plus 2, 7 and 6 are 13. 13 into 3, sir, 39. Okay, then find the marks obtained by C. Just a second. Acha, total marks obtained by D is 19. Acha, 39 parts is 1950. My Google, like phone ka Google Assistant is working automatically. 39 parts is this. Then they are asking what is the value of 2 parts. What is the value of 2 parts? So that means 1 part is by 39, 2 parts will be into this. Chalo calculate. So 3 13s are this. अच्छा 13 से ही कर लेते ना sir. 13 3s are this, right? 13 3s, 13 1s are this, 13 5s are this. 13 1s are 13, 65, 13 5s. Answer 3 say 50. So my answer will be 50 into 200. Option B is the answer. Option B is the answer. Done, 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 done. Next one, sir. Next one, sir. In a survey of 120 students, 70 math. What is it? Venn diagram. Badhiya question, sir. Venn diagram, that too with 3 variables. But again, nobody can say. In my foundation batches, I know very seldom it gets asked in CGL or some SSC exams. But in my foundation batches, I have done Venn diagram questions as well. Nobody can say. And that too, 3 variable, and even I have gone to till 4 variables as well. Like if the something like that, this comes, this is how to draw the diagram. 4 variable diagram also I've shown you. You cannot draw that as a circle. Acha, math, physics, chemistry, sir. Again, no formula, nothing is required, sir. Maths, physics, and chemistry. Maths में sir 80, physics, sorry, maths में 870. Extremely sorry. Maths is not 80, it is 70, right? It is 70. Physics is 80, 60 is chemistry. Correct, sir? Now, maths and both maths and physics will write, but all 3 together 10. First you write that. Maths and physics together 40, meaning the total this part is 40. So this part only is 30 because total sum should be 40. Physics and chemistry is 30. So physics and chemistry total is 30, 10 is there, so 20 here. And sir, maths and chemistry 20, 10 is there, so this is 10. And sir, then this whole circle value, math circle value is 70, 30, 10, 10, 40, like 50 gone. This is 20, sir. This physics circle value is 80, 30, 20, 50, 60 gone, sir. This is 20. Again, this is 60, so 40, so this is 20, sir. Now, what is the probability that student likes exactly one subject? Exactly one subject means 20, 20, 20. Total 60. Out of how many students? Out of, you see, 120 students. Or if you want to cross check, add all the students in the Venn diagram. 20, 20, 20, 20. That is 80. 80, 20, 100, 100, 130 आ रहा है क्या? एक second. It is 20, 20, 20, 20, 80. Just a second. 10 is common, but still. No, Panmi. Just a second. Venn diagram say there is a mismatch. At least the Venn diagram should match, na? There is a data mismatch in the question. It should match 120, 120. It is coming out to be 130. Technically, like nobody has cross-checked after making the question. Nobody has cross checked. I guess 1 by 2 ही option में मिलेगा. Yes, you see, option is 1 because they have not checked. It is 1 by 2, but again, this is not right because if you put these values and check, na, you see, 20, 20, 20, 60, 80, 20 is 100 plus 30 is 130. Total students were 120. How can you get 130 students? How can you get 130 students? So this, see, there is a flaw in the question. Again, this is, there is a problem. There is a technical problem in the question. Okay? Technical issue. Technical issue. Technical issue. It should match. But again, they have not checked 1 by 2 like they have like mentioned. But again, this, there is a technical issue. 67 question number. So they should have checked. They should have actually checked. Okay? So I'll let the content team know. I'll let the content team know. There is a technical issue. Okay? But again, in probability, it was like technically it was not difficult because total 60 students like exactly one subject out of total 120 students. That is the probability. Okay? Chalo sir. Now, in a mixture, liquid A, liquid B, liquid A to liquid B is this 2:3. Liquid A again added, okay, and the liquid A to liquid B now becomes 3:1. So this is A to B. How much quantity of A was added as a percentage of total quantity of initial mixture? Acha, acha, acha. Acha, B was not added. Now B was constant. Tab to sir, very simple. Do one thing, sir. In that case, in these situations, B was constant. Always ask yourself, what is constant? B. So 3:1, B co equal. So make B equal. 3:1 means 9:3. I'm multiplying that equal, like ratio by 3. Why? Because I want to make sure कि sir B remains equal. 3 remains 3. That means this is 9. That means how much quantity I've added? I've added 7 quantity. So now that means 7 quantity I've added. That is what or how much part or how much percentage of the initial mixture? Initial mixture was 5 quantity. So as a percentage, that is 140%. So option D is the correct answer. Option D is the correct answer. Perfect, sir. Very, very, very simple. 2 lines. But again, if you somehow miss this, if you somehow instinctively miss this, then it will be a problem. Perfect. Centroid of a triangle, chalo. Achha, equilateral triangle, sorry. Centroid of an equilateral triangle, they have told us. Centroid of an equilateral triangle, MNO. Okay, sir. Centroid will be like this. This will be height itself. Okay. MN is 12. MN is 12. Okay. So height will be, this one will be, sir, 12 into root 3 divided by 2. That is 6. That is 6 root 3 centimeters, sir. And this is what MR. Acha, they are asking, this is P. They are asking PR ka length. So this is 2:1, we all know. So PR will be 1 out of 3 parts of 6 root 3. So if you do, this will be 2 root 3. This will be 2 root 3. That is option C. Very, very, very simple. Again, Panmay, you were saying this was difficult. You see, these questions are not difficult at all. These questions are not difficult. Now, on a circular track, A laps B 20 seconds, B laps C 30 seconds, C laps D 36, A laps D. Sir, again, if you have done my classes, you will see, sir, I have explained by like drawing and stuff. Sir, this is about LCM. Just take LCM of 20, 30, and 36. So 20 and 30 to 60, 60 and 36. That means you need 36 means it has one 6 extra. So 360 will be there. 360. Achha, 360, no, 180 में ही हो जाएगा sir. It will be satisfied in 180 itself. It will be satisfied in 180 itself. Sir, 180 seconds. That will be your answer. 180 seconds will, like, that will be enough. Sir, option A. Just simple like LCM will suffice. Perfect. Chalo. A bike and a car starts traveling from X to Y, 60 and 90. Car 5 hours earlier than bike. Sir, again, distance here is same. You will say distance constant. And there are two speeds, time difference is also there. The best way, sir, there is a shortcut I told you. Distance, you see S1, S2 by difference of speeds into time difference. Sir, S1 into S like into S2, that is 90 into 60 by difference of speed, that is 30 into time difference 5 hours. So that is the distance, that is your distance. Calculate, sir. 5 6 6 tens, so that is 900 kilometers. It was just recognizing yes, this question can be done using the formula. That was the whole, like the whole question. That was all about the whole question. Each observation is increased. So mean also increases by same amount. We have done this question or about average as well. If every observation increased or decreased, mean or like mean also increases or decreases by the same amount, sir. So increase meaning D is the answer. Don't need pen paper for this. We don't need pen paper for this. So this number divisible by 11. How to check? So divisibility rule. So 7 and 6. So plus 1. 2 and 9 minus 7. 0 and 1 minus 1. 6 and 8 minus 2. 3 and 2 plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1. This is minus 1. Minus 8 is coming. So this is not divisible by 11. This is correct. Yes, if 8 is subtracted from the given number. If 8 is subtracted, so the number will become 7629, 0168. 32 will become what? 32 will become 20, how much? 24, right? So last it will become minus 2. Everything will remain same. Plus 1, minus 7, minus 1, minus 2, and minus 2. This one. Correct? So minus 1, minus 4, minus 5, and minus 1 plus 1 cancels. So minus 11. Yes, sir. Then it is divisible by 11. Then B is also correct. Achha, A correct, B correct. That means all of this has to be correct because two options cannot be correct. So that means I won't even check option C. That means I won't even check option C. D is the correct answer. Because C option, there is no point checking it because two options are coming correct, meaning third option must be correct. Otherwise, the question is incorrect. Right? Chalo. Sir, two tangents on a circle. Chalo, let's see. So PXQ. PXQ, PZR, meaning from P point XQ, PZR. Two tangents on a circle on X and Z. Y is a point at YXQ. YXQ is 72. Achha. Y is this. This is 72 degrees. And YZR. YZR, this is 50 degrees. Okay. O is the center. Okay. XOZ. Okay, sir. This angle they are asking. Okay. This can be done. This can be done. This can be done. Alternate segment theorem, I guess that will be better. I guess let's do one thing, sir. Let's add na XZ. Let us add XZ. If this is this na, just a second. Just a second. If we can do it like this. This is 18 degree. No, sir. Alternate segment will be better option, sir. Alternate segment will be better option, sir. If this is this angle, you see, whatever is this angle is the same. So this is 50 degrees. And whatever is this angle, this is same. This is 72 degrees. So from this part, this angle will be how much, sir? 72 and 50. You just like subtract. You just subtract. So 180 minus 72 and 50. So if you add 180 degree minus 7 and 5, 120, 122 degrees. Correct, sir? So 120, 60, 58 degrees. So if this is 52, it will be double, sir. So 116 degrees. That's your answer, option number C. That is your answer, option number C, sir. That's all. Not difficult. Not difficult, but again, a little bit, you can say, do char line we had to do. We had to do a couple of lines. That's for sure. That's for sure. Perfect, sir. Chalo. Next one. Next one, sir. Acha. Annual expenditure in lakhs. Chalo. Total expenditure on education, approximately what percent on like total on travel? Total education, that is this. So 32, 38. That is, sir, 70. 70, 70. 140, answer 170. That is what percent of travel? Sir, this is 5 and 7, 120. 120, and sir, this is 130. Ek second, sir. 50, sorry, this is also 120. Sorry, 66, 120, and sir, 130. 250, 300. Into 100, sir. So this is this. So 170 by 3. So this is 3 5s are 50. 56.66, meaning sir 57%, I guess. 57%, option number B is the answer. 57%, option of 56.66%. Approximately nearest whole number will be 57. And I guess that was our last question of the day. Okay, and we have completed. I took 5 minutes extra from Kapil sir's time, but again, that was it. Now again, apologies for the background and stuff. Thoda like I'm not using the board. This whole week is most probably going to be a little weirder like this tomorrow as well. Thoda aisa rahega. But next week onwards, everything will go back to the normal. Even better, actually, the work is going on that studio, so that like I can give you guys a better experience. That's the reason. Okay. So again, just manage for 1 week, so we can. So I'm just making it sound like the sounds will be better and stuff. So that is the reason all these works. Okay. So again, I hope everybody enjoyed this session. If you have, please do hit that like, and if you have any questions, queries, anything, please feel free to like use the comment section for that. I'll definitely get back to you guys. And again, these are like I was talking about a little bit. I told you I'll talk about a little strategy. Again, I'll have a class separately for strategy as well. But again, please understand, this is a high time. Like whenever you are taking mocks, please do a little bit of screening. Don't try and start like or like solve each and every question, especially not on quant. It is a high time with this new pattern. You see, I'm telling you, like the question, the difficulty has not changed, the syllabus has not changed. What has changed? The weightage has changed. See, like the number of questions coming from a particular topic, that number of questions have changed. So number of difficult questions, no, the exam has not become difficult. What it has happened, or the number of questions that were difficult. Previously it was either 1 or 2 questions that were difficult. Now the number has gone up to, say, let's say 3 4 5 6, around that figure. Number of lengthy questions has increased by 1 or 2. But again, if you are wasting your energy or time on those 5 6 or 5 questions or 3 questions or 4 questions, depending on the particular mock, then that is not the right use of your time. That is not the right strategy to give the mock. You don't need to, to score good, you don't even need to touch those questions. And again, if you want to score good, you have to figure out a way to recognize those questions. You can only score good if you can find a way to avoid those questions. There are a few questions which you need to avoid. Okay, not every question is there to be done. There are certain questions which I used to call it thank you for watching type questions. Okay, so any difficult exams you take CAT for example, you take bank mains, bank PO mains for examples. Not every question is there to be solved, because you can't solve every question. There are certain questions that are there just to get you confused, just to waste your time. Now, if this new pattern is doing that, so please understand, not every you cannot just simply say this is the first question. I'll start solving. You have to start with, you have to give your time. You have to like do a screening. Take 1 minute. I'm like telling you, I'm giving you the confidence. If you give 1 minute at the beginning, it will give you 5 times, 10 times in return. Take that 1 minute, just use that like kind of like to screen the question paper. You will get multiple times in return. Okay. Chalo. So again, that will be all for the day. Again, I'll take a different like a separate session only on this. Okay. So again, thank you so much. I hope you have liked this session. Again, I'll meet you guys tomorrow with a new class, more like on statistics, the new pattern stuff. We'll discuss. We'll have a session on that. So take care. So again, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye bye. And if you have enjoyed the session, please don't forget to hit the like. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.